Hi everyone, this is Mike Thoming with CIT 360, and today we're going to talk about application controller pattern. So I've got my code up here. I'm just going to walk through it. I'll just run it real quick and then we'll step through it and explain what's going on. So I have a front page that prompts the user to select blue, red, or green. And so then the user would enter one of those objects, say green, and it just spits back out that the green handler was called. Of course, there's a lot of different ways we can do that, but in this case, we're using the application controller pattern, and let me demonstrate how. So I put a breakpoint in here to my opening main method, and so let's step through that and show you how this all works. So we're just presenting a new scanner to the user, asking them to enter. We already saw that, and then we capture their entry. So then get in there. We'll turn blue this time. All right, so then we create a new application controller pattern object. So that's created like this. There's a hash map element. It has a handle request function that uses that hash map and a command handler. So once we get through creating that object, then we instantiate map command in my app controller for a green that implements the new green handler and a blue handler and a red handler. So we have each of those kinds of handlers created as a class that, let's see, I have this handler interface, and the green handler implements that, the red handler implements that, and so does the blue handler. Okay. So that's what we're doing here. We implement each of those three, and it's going through and checking to see if what was entered by the user matches the variables required for that particular handler. So it checked green, it's checking blue, checks red, and then it uses our hash map and it handles the request according to that function using the color choice and the hash map that we selected there. So once it completes that, then it goes to that appropriate handler. In this case, it was the blue handler because that was the color we typed in down here. So we see it's the blue handler object that it goes to here, and that tells it to print out a message saying that the blue handler was called. So that's how we get that message. And then we're done. So it works that way for each one of those different kinds of handlers. So if I run this again, we do the same thing for red. It goes through, finds that page, and puts out the message that the red handler was called. Run it again and I think we've already done all the colors, but for good measure, we'll do green again. And it goes and finds the green handler and puts that message out to the user. So uses that one application controller pattern object and finds the right page to put out to the user depending on what they've chosen. So that's our demonstration for today. Hope that's helpful, and look forward to getting your feedback. Thanks.